everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Doxy Mom, and look who I have here today with us. This is Bruce. Bruce is a Doxy Poo, a Dachshund and Poodle cross. I don't think he's going to stay with us though today. And I'm just so glad we finally got him. You guys got to see my fourth dog. I know, 4 dogs, it's crazy, isn't it? But anyway, I'm here to give you the news in 15 minutes or less, so let's get started. Today, Charlie Kirk had a panel of guests, and one man, he said that our president doesn't do things for political gain. He does things because it's the right thing to do, and I like that. Well, sir, I think most Americans are with you. We like that too. Thank you, President Trump, and just keep doing what you're doing. And then Charlie Kirk went on to say that Biden, who loves China, and of course China is funding his son, but Biden said that the Chinese are great people. The Chinese are great people. Well, China has put 10 million Muslims in prison, and they have social credit scores for their citizens, and their #1 religious viewpoint is atheism. There is no religious freedom in China, and Christians are persecuted. But Biden says China is great. Guys, China is our #1 threat, and we need to keep that in mind. And then Charlie Kirk went on to say that he's never seen a group of people want to see America fail more than the Democrats. And guys, you know, that's awful, but it's true. And, you know, I'm ashamed to say that I was a Democrat all my life. Thank the good Lord above, I woke up before the 2016 election, and then I discovered the 17th letter of the alphabet, and, you know, my life has never been the same. And because of the great decoders out there saying that people should be getting out and telling the truth, well, that's why I've started my channel, and I just so appreciate each and every subscriber. So thank you for subscribing. If you haven't done so already, all you got to do is just hit that little red subscribe button. But I love you guys, and I pray for you every single night, so just know that. Okay, let's see. Back to China. Pastor David, over on His Glory, and I have a His Glory t-shirt on today, he says that President Xi is backed into a corner, that there's 1.3 billion Chinese people, their economy is tanking, the people are starting to revolt, and that China has got to make this trade deal because China cannot use the leverage of the American debt of $21 trillion anymore. Apparently, there's a $21 trillion check out there that hopefully has gotten into the right hands to pay off our debt against China. But if not, just please pray that this check goes to the right place. And the Chinese people, now guys, I'm not talking about the Chinese people when I was talking about China. You know, I'm talking about China and the government and the evil and the corrupt. But the Chinese people, they're good people just like we are. And they love Trump. They call him Papa. And they believe that Papa will bring human rights to China. And to the Chinese people, I believe he will too. So that's what we just really need to hope will happen. And I don't know if you follow a young man called Educating Liberals. He's over on Twitter. This is a tweet that he put out today, and I just thought it was excellent and wanted to share it with you. He said, abortion has never been about choice. It's about escaping the consequences of your choices by taking away the choice of another human being. The sooner you see that, the better. And that is so true, guys, and we need to be supporting Wendy's, they're doing that fundraising for adoption, and just, you know, pray that people will choose the choice of adoption. That is the way to go. Now, moving on, Tom Fenton today, he said there is no Russiagate without Hillary's email gate. So with all these gates, I know it's getting kind of confusing, but I'm going to try to keep it straight and all of that for you. And remember, Mark Meadows, he said to Maria Sunday morning, People will go to jail. And of course, we know this. It's been prophesied. Guys, you can go over to swordrescue.com and read all of Mark Taylor's prophecies. I'll leave a link down there in the description. But he's prophesied that. And then another prophecy that Pastor David, he gave us this today. And he's over at His Glory. And this is what he prophesied. He said that God will deal with social media companies, and that He is the creator of algorithms, and He will create justice with these big tech companies. Now, the House Judiciary, the DOJ, and the FTC, they're all looking into Google, Amazon, Apple, and Facebook on antitrust, monopolies, and unfair business practices. So the days of conservatives and Christians being targeted on social media, that's coming to an end. So that's great news, and thank you, Jesus, that that's going to happen. Now, the Democrats, they are trying to block the funding for the border wall. Guys, they are fighting tooth and nail. And then Foreman Mike over at Build the Wall, he said that the government showed up, these government men just showed up, and they opened the gate that was at the end of the wall, and that they locked the gate open. Now, how can they do this? I have no idea, but you might want to check that out, and I think there's a phone number you can call. But guys, this is awful. This is awful. And you know, it's all about money. It's all about greed. It's about keeping that border open. As for the money for the human sex trafficking, for the drugs, and then it was for the people. You know, I told you about Nancy and Chuck and HRC and Beto getting money for keeping the border open. So, guys, we just have to pray that all this gets taken care of. Now, there is some good news. It is looking more and more like the Feds are going to lower interest rates, possibly as soon as mid to late June this month. You know, an article came out saying 70% chance that they would lower the rates in July, but just kind of be keeping an eye out about that, and we'll talk about that here in just a little bit. Now, if you have not seen my video on 17 major scandals soon to be exposed, well, one of these scandals is the child PEDO scandal of the State Department. And this morning it came out that a State Department official helped Christopher Steele, you know, the Brit who wrote or helped spread the dirty dossier, that this State Department official helped Christopher Steele with his business concerns, and that it all ties together and goes right back to the feet of Obama. I'm telling you guys, Obama, it has been prophesied he will be ripped and stripped of his presidency, and that's been prophesied by Mark Taylor and by Pastor David. And also, you know, Mueller, he covered up that spy that was from the State Department, and he said that he was a Russian agent. So now Pompeo is trying to clean up the State Department. Gina Haspel, she's disbanding the CIA. Guys, it is so corrupt. There's no saving it. But I was told today, apparently there are 2,000 Marines in the CIA, and President Trump loves Marines. It was kind of a cryptic message. This came from Pastor David. He knows a lot of stuff, guys, and there's only so much he can say. But, you know, who knows about that? Now, apparently, there are 3 huge surprises coming on July 4th, according to Pastor David, and he is in the know. And we are all hoping and praying for that first big surprise. Oh, yes. Mr. John F. Kennedy Jr. himself, revealing himself to the world, revealing who tried to take him out, and revealing who killed his father. And wow, wouldn't that just be awesome? That would definitely be a huge surprise. And then he was very cryptic on the other things, but he said this could be the single biggest event to happen in our lifetime. He was talking about, this is July 4th, Independence Day, power back to the people. And guys, there's something happening with the IRS. There's something happening with the Fed. And July 4th is International Gold Day. Now, guys, I'm not quite sure what all of this means. I would love your thoughts on that. If you'd like to leave it down in the comments, and if I learn more, I'll bring it to you. So anyway, I hope that you'll enjoy the rest of your day. And for now, this is Doxy Mom, and God bless you all.